Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Divinity Original Sin 2. In the last episode, we came to the Shrine of Armadia, which is up in the sky, which is really cool, by the way. I also went through and redid all my hotbars, as you can see with the red prints. There's a lot more gaps now because I've put all my buff spells onto the second page. Which inevitably means I'm going to be using them less, because if they're not directly in front of me, I'm not going to notice them as much. That's the sad reality of it, but what you gonna do? Particularly things like adrenaline, I'm probably gonna use less because I won't think of it because it won't be directly in front of me. But that's fine. If I really think, I tend to think about combat pretty well, so I may notice it. Also, movement I don't have on the first page anymore, which is kind of annoying. But honestly, something I can fix. Let's do Spirit Vision here. There is no ghost, so I don't feel bad eating this corpse. Now Losa is over here too. I don't know if there's much more here for the Temple of Armadia. I think we did pretty much the whole thing. A simple rhyme, and can I make this jump? Probably. Ugh, changing pages for jump is going to be annoying. Granted, it's annoying in this specific circumstance. There's not actually a whole lot of times I have to do that, but alright, so we were coming up that way when we went off the path. So let's just head up this way and see where it takes us, shall we? The ambient jungle sounds they do in this are surprisingly good. I just picked up something I did not want to pick up, but what, oh well, what you gonna do? One-handed sword, cool.
I've never seen ruins like these.
You don't get out much, do you?
Thanks, Losa. So this is the Temple of Relic. Okay, so I've done effectively full circle. We've done all of this down here. We do have to come down here eventually, which I think is pretty much where we're going to head today. So, we want to head this way. This was the Temple of Relic, where we did that fight. Yeah, ghosts are still there. We want to head up this way. Correct? Correct. We're heading south, effectively. I want to head up here just to do some... that's where I came from originally, so let's just head this way. Just go ooh. Some black ring up here, who I might want to kill. There's... You know what? Sure, let's come up here and talk to these black ring, shall we? Hello.
A black ring captain stands before you. She looks remarkably ordinary, you think, as far as black ring go. But then you hear a voice inside your head.
Tell me who you are, or I will kill you. And do not doubt me, for I tell the truth.
That's interesting. Picture yourself putting a knife to her throat.
Her expression does not change. She cannot read your mind, but you can read her face, and you see she grows impatient.
Interesting.
Tell me who you are, or I will kill you.
Adopt Elmira's tone and tell her these vassals are her thralls.
Then they may live, for now, that they may kill the divine pigs, and kill the godwoken, kill them all, and then perhaps they die and rise again.
So you'll see about that, then turn away. I'm gonna kill these fuckers, because that's what I do to Black Ring. If they is Black Ring, they is dead. This here is a teleporter, so I want to grab this first, however. Yoinked. Cool. That'll do. There's quite a few Black Ring here, which gives me slight pause, but honestly... Fucking lizards. What the hell are you doing here?
The dreamer's eyes do not see you, His mind is elsewhere, locked in a dark rapture as he torments the Magister. The dreamer's eyes have rolled over white. His fingers twitch as you near. A cold presence suddenly seizes you. Your breath shortens, and a voice enters your mind, probing. Red Prince, the prey that my master seeks, God-woken.
Claim that he is perceptive. You are in fact a lure. Tasked for drawing out true Godwoken out of hiding so that they can be killed.
The cold presence ebbs away. You take a deep breath. The voice offers parting words. Very well. Go, in service of the God King.
That's intriguing. So is that, to be perfectly honest. Why is he selling so many books? He has deep freeze, which I want. I also want to sell a bunch of shit. Does he also have... I think there's also a air spell. Well, I don't want Thunderstorm. But I think there's a normal air spell that does a bunch of damage. Tornado! Doesn't do a bunch of damage, but it does... It's like a new air spell that I don't have. I want Thunderstorm, I want Deep Freeze. Both things I want. I think I have everything else, but I probably want to... What's his identify level? Only 2. That's kind of pointless. Let's start off by doing that. And then, let me go through and see if I can actually sell some stuff. I'll pause here and cut, and I'll be back after I've sorted through all this shit. Don't want to waste your time with inventory management. Oh, we're back. So I sold a bunch of stuff. Ugh, look at my inventory, it's horrible. I have a shitload of purging wands, I've just noticed. I think what I actually want to do is put one of these purging wands... Excuse that sound. Ugh, prevented that sound, good. I have a lot of stuff to identify, but I did look at these Knights of Amadia gloves, and they're fantastic. As you can see here, 10 fire resistance, 10 water resistance, 10 air resistance, 1 to pyro, 1 to hydro, 1 to aero. That's fantastic. Eventually probably better for her, in all honesty, but... And let's have a look at these. These are better than the ones she was wearing, so I can do like a downgraded shift, as it were. A hand-me-down, that's the word. Let's see. So we've got this way to go, which I think takes us towards... There's the Shadow Prince. I think this is the temple of, like... Solsticer? I think this might be Solsticer. So let's head down here. Solsticer. I want the Red Prince in the lead, please.
Magisters. Not what they signed up for, I bet.
I find it unlikely to. Actually, this might be Duna? I guess it's Duna and yeah, that makes sense, actually. Because Duna would be here. I've got to start my timer, forgive me. Duna's here, and then you have... Solstice next to the Shadow Prince, I guess. Makes sense. The Watcher, huh? What are you watching? There's a dead black ring there's lots of dead black ring here. You know what? Let's go talk to the Watcher, shall we? Why he intrigues me as much as he does, by the way, is the fact that he is green on my map rather than red. Which is somewhat... It's very metagamey of me, but if someone shows up in green, it means they're an ally. Most people show up in yellow, which is, as you can see here, the black ring are yellow because I don't necessarily know who they are. It does indeed. Hello.
You approach an undead, standing proud at the lip of a broken bridge. Understandably fearless of the fatal drop, she gazes into the lava sputtering below. Turning to you, She motions to the black ring corpses at her feet.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, eh? Only thing I like less than black ring are trolls. God-woken, are you?
Yeah, sure.
I thought so. I see it on you like an aura. I see such things, for I am the Watcher. And I seek such things, for I am a seeker.
Ask if she was one of Meister Siever's people.
The Meister?
She bats one skeletal hand in a truly derisive fashion. Her crackling laugh sounds like dry leaves whirling in the wind on an autumn night.
The Meister's ragtag band are but a pale imitation of the tradition they sought to revive.
Oh.
I
Makes
am
sense.
one of the original Seekers. We swore to be Knights of the Council, Guardians of Godwoken, and Defenders of Divinity. Together, we failed. But still, I try. Alone. Unless...
Wait silently, one eyebrow raised.
She sighs dramatically, exuding impatience.
The Knight of Duna has been cursed. Void runs through his veins where source once flowed. I am sworn to protect the Council and all within it. But that same oath renders me unable to lift a blade against him.
Problem of a knight's vow, as it were.
Release the Knight's good spirit from his corrupted shell, Godwoken. Do this, and I will gift you with the last standard of the original Seekers. If you seek ascension, it could help you greatly in the trials along the way.
I'm intrigued. Ask more details on the reward.
Silence greets your question. This silence lasts quite some time. Just when you are about to break it, she speaks.
That question is unbefitting of a Godwoken. Trust that when you offer your help to those in need, the help you receive will be what you need in turn. I ask again, will you aid me? Will you take down the corrupted Knight of Duna?
I will.
My thanks, and the thanks of Duna's knights too. In life, I knew him well. He would hate to be like this. Believe me, you would be releasing him from torment. Please do.
Alright, so we're gonna do Dunas today, obviously. I like that there, that's interesting. That's a very, you can tell the Seekers were knights in the, I wouldn't say truest fashion of the word, but the most historically accurate, I guess, depiction of the word, in so much as, like, the fact that I would ask about the reward rather than just saying, yeah, I'll help you, you need help. She finds that almost offensive. Sanctuary of Duna. Hello. Oh, you're not real. You're a granite protector. I mean, you are real, I can... hey!
Statues coming to life.
Lucy, get out of the way. Thank you. As he said there, statues coming to life, yeah, that's a thing that's happening, apparently. Cool, I guess. From memory, like, there's a statue here, I could circumvent that statue. Something I could do. Oh, there's a face of Duna up here. Let's have a look at this.
A voice that is not your own rises within your skull. You are no child of Duna. Leave now, or face his wrath.
Good old Duna. King of the Dwarves. Or God of the Dwarves, I should say. I just like it. He's like, you're not a dwarf, get out of here. It's fantastic. Even though he is in quite mortal danger at this point. And he's being, like, corrupted. He's just like, hey, get out. Only dwarves allowed. It's easier than just taking damage from that thing, so we'll go around it. More protectors. Join me up here. I may as well try this. I'm going to turn myself invisible and see if they still see me. I assume they still hit me through invisibility. No, they do not. Apparently they have eyesight. That's interesting. Hello. Just literally looted a coffin. Getting through here shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. I take it back. Loisa's time to shine. Once again, I'm going to try invisibility, because if this works, hilarious. Could have gone worse. Certainly could have gone worse. Effectively got around here without much trouble. Still a bunch of guardians around here, but may as well heal Loiser up that tiny bit. Let me do... jump into the fray, shall we?
With great armored fists, the Knight of Duna pounds his own helmet rhythmically. The helmet is buckled inwards in places. Rivulets of blood trickle from beneath the visor.
Jesus.
Come, hear my joke. What is it that I guard?
Guard the Temple of Duna, god of the dwarves.
Ah! Wrong. I guard nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing! He showed me.
He leans
God King.
forward. Glimpsed beneath the crumpled helmet is a mangled face and crazed, unblinking eyes.
It's all a joke. There's nothing to guard, only lies. You'll see for yourself once you're dead.
Tell him to get a grip of himself. He's supposed to be a Knight of Duna, not some crackling lunatic.
The Knight of Duna's features slacken. He looks almost calm. But the moment passes, and his maniacal scowl creeps back.
No more talking, hear me? There's only one way this will end.
Tell him that he seems to be cursed by some form of madness, but you have the means to cure him if he stands down.
Lies! No more talk. It's time for blood.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be particularly difficult to kill, in all honesty. Well, fuck, this is bad. I'm going to die before it gets my fucking turn. What's that bullshit? Alright. Fine. Be that way. Alright, my demon is summoned. Allows me to hit things and allows me to scare things. Let's get rid of a bunch of his magic armor. That's all his magic armor gone, pretty much. It's pretty ridiculous. I probably want to use an adrenaline point here. Look at that! I did remember to use adrenaline. And then... probably want rain as well, actually, now I think about it. Because we want my water spells to be cheaper for both me and Loisa coming up next turn. And with the rain, that should allow me to... yeah, I can do a Winter Blast here. That should get rid of the rest of his magic armor. Indeed it did. And then I can freeze him like this. Am I gonna get hit here? Maybe. I'm not hit here, though, so that's something. Deep freeze, baby!
The Reaper for me.
As I said, relatively easy. Let's loot him. Helm of Duna. +3 strength, +3 con, +20 air resistance, and +1 warfare. Pretty damn good, actually. And he drops apathesis. That's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. Hang on. Yep, that's what I thought. He's still here, I'm sure. Hello.
The man's spirit is altogether more composed than his late corporeal form. His helmet rests in the crook of his arm, revealing an august dwarven face, creased with worry.
A godwoken? I thank you. Death was the only remedy for what was done to me. But these fiends resurrect those they have use of. Please, consume my spirit. I don't want to come back. I don't want to be their slave.
I need to access the Council of Seven as soon as... I'll consume a source. Sure.
Offers a stoic nod, accepting his fate.
Thank you. Look to the altars for guidance.
That is a man devoted to his cause. I mean, I wanted the source, so I'll take it. Altar of Duna, hello.
Carved onto the face of the altar is a dedication. In honor of Duna, patron of the dwarves. Long may their mountain halls stand as a testament to him.
Rest my hand on the altar.
Hard stone melts into cool water at your touch. Before you stretches a lake, or rather, a mire. The waters are fetid and rotten, the air filled with choking miasma. Through the dense fog, you hear a voice.
Duna, god of dwarves, gasps, "Please, cleanse this place. Let me breathe."
Pass bless on the lake.
The miasma clears as the power of your blessing skips across the surface.
Whoa.
You look down to see your face gazing back at you, reflected in now crystalline water. High above your reflection, the full moon stands vigil. You step back from the altar, the vision fading before you. As you leave, you notice a lunar rune has appeared, carved into the rock.
Duna ain't half bad either. I was talking about how Armada is one of the nicer of the seven. Duna obviously isn't too bad either. I mean, he still kind of demanded that I clear the lake rather than just ask, but you know. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, at least he's not like trying to steal my source or whatever. I think I can probably do this, right? I feel like that was still quicker than running out the old way. I could be wrong, but let's see. I'm gonna finish this episode off just by going and talking to the Watcher. Because she did ask us to help, so... Let me do the old hop, skip, and a jump. Apparently I can do that all the way up to the top. Cool. Hello.
Ah, Godwoken. You have succeeded where I could not. Please accept this with my thanks, and the thanks of all those I served alongside.
Amulet.
The blessings of the original Seekers upon you.
She hands you a small yet heavy trinket, crafted of tarnished metal. Though cold, it feels comforting to the touch, like a worry stone or a familiar childhood toy.
Cool. We also get our choice of things. I don't really care about these two, so what's this do? Magic armor for fire resistance, warfare, and aerothurge. We have bone scale pants, which are an upgrade for me. Fire resistance, water resistance, and perseverance. Gets rid of 2 wits, which kind of sucks. But honestly, fire resistance is arguably more useful than earth resistance. And they're not actually that much of an upgrade. I'm getting 60 physical and I'm losing 30 magical. That could be an upgrade for Losis, I'll take it. Let's actually have a look whether this is an upgrade for Lusa. Magically, yes. Like armor-wise. I lose an int and a con, and some air resistance. But I gain fire resistance, and I gain warfare and arrow. Probably worth it. I would say probably worth it. This amulet gives you Guardian Angel, interestingly. Huh. I guess I'll keep it, but... by the way, I didn't actually point out what Apotheosis does. Apotheosis, by the way, is the term of achieving godhood. But what this does is it takes all your source points, but for that turn it makes all your source abilities cost 0 source points. Also, all your primary attributes get raised by 4. So it's a massive buff, and it allows you to use effectively, if in Lone Wolf, particularly, when you have all those extra action points, this effectively allows you to use like all of your source abilities in one turn. So you could use Apotheosis and then do like Pyroclastic Explosion and Chain Lightning and Closed Circuit if you could get that many points, which I'm not sure you can. Maybe with some creative play. As for a helmet, I tend to like... This gives Hydra and Necro. Warfare isn't very useful for me, but Strength... Strength isn't useful for me either, but Con is useful, and Earth Resistance is useful. And this is like a lot more armor than what she currently has. So I think I will actually put that on her. What's that look like out of interest? Pretty cool. But yeah, that's going to be it for that episode. I think we're pretty much... Yeah, I think we're good. Auto-sort this, shall we? But that's going to be it for that episode. So Duna is now done. That actually takes us straight up to the Lunar Shrine, which we don't really need to go to yet. Next time we're going to come down here, which is where... Actually, I may explore this area. Here is the temple to... You can see here we've got the Shadow Prince, but this is also the temple to Solsticer. We have done 1, 2, 3, 4... No, we haven't actually done this one, but we've done 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. So we've only got 3 more gods to do. Solsticer, which is actually our god. As you can see here, this is like pretty much the entirety of the island. There's a bit of stuff here to do some exploring. Lots of jumping around some areas, but we'll do that next time, I think. Here is the last one I want to go to. I think we're on good track, I think. Cool. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.